Okay, I think I will start the presentation because I'm not sure if anyone will come. Although there's two people who said they're gonna come, but it's okay. Let's start anyway. So I'm gonna share my screen, guys. Okay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so like I said before, today we're gonna go over how to structure your business website in a way that converts a client into or a visitor into a client. Sorry, I haven't done this presentation in a while. Oh, just a fun fact, I actually did this presentation last year to Latasha James mentoring program. Yeah, so like the members in that group found it helpful, and I thought I do the same presentation in our group, BCG, as well as on YouTube, to hopefully help you guys too. But yeah, so it's gonna be a short and sweet. Yeah, like so I think based on my experience with people don't know what to add in the website. Like they know how to design it, but they don't know the content, they don't know how to structure each page. And I think I'm gonna try my best to help you guys with that today. So yeah, let's moving on. And for those who don't know me, my name is Doita. I'm a brand and website designer. I started my business in 2018, and it's been a crazy journey. And I'm grateful for every year I've been on business. And hopefully, today you get something valuable and learn something today. Okay. Yeah. So this masterclass is for you if your business has been the back burner for probably months or years. My actually probably designed my business website last year, so I totally get you. It's not easy. It's probably because you're trying to sell yourself, and normally you try to, I don't know, it's kind of hard to sell yourself, although it's easy to sell other people. Yeah, so I totally understand. Yeah, so this website class is also great for you if you just don't know what type of content to add to your website, and just needs like some sort of directions to structure each website page. Yeah, and also this training is great for you if you're a service-based business. A product-based business structure is different, so yeah, this is mainly suited for service-based businesses. Okay, awesome. Before I go, I just want to check anyone's here. Nope. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is an outline of today. Gonna do a small introduction, then go straight into the structure of a basic website. And if you have time, if necessary, I'm gonna answer any questions you guys have. Okay, so with websites, especially with small business owners, like how they view a website is kind of different, at least not positive. Yeah, and I just really want to want you to change your mindset regarding your website. Like, it is not just a pretty set of pages that just outlines your service. It's more than that. It needs to act as a conversion tool. In other words, a tool that can attract clients. So, like first impression, it is really important. Like, in order for a client to go ahead with you, like you need the website to be in a way that increases trust in you to them. Yeah, so credibility is essential for a sale to actually be done. Yeah. Yeah, so most business owners, especially new ones, they just focus on the aesthetics and design of the website, which is essential, but not only essential. Like for a website to convert, the content is what's very important. That's why some websites, they may not have the best design, but the content is what is very strategic and they actually converts. Yeah, so if you could have both a nice looking website as well as a website that has great content, that's perfect. That's literally the best you can do. Yeah, so it's good to have both of them. So that's why I'm going to focus in this presentation the content, what to add in each website page. Sorry, I suck at pronouncing today. Okay. Yeah, so like I said before, like treat your website like a sales funnel, technically leading your client throughout through a sales process in order to make a sale. Yeah, so your goal is simply to convince someone to trust you. So because trust equals sales, simply. Yeah. So if you could, like I said before, have a great design and strategic content, it's gonna be very easy to make a sale. Yeah. So trust and credibility equals sales. Okay, so here are some 4 important pages you should include in your website. There's obviously many more, but these are the main pages you should focus on. So that is the home, the about, the services page, and the call to action page. And yeah, so there's other 2 types of pages that you should include, which is the portfolio and blog. I won't explain the blog because it's kind of self-explanatory, but portfolio, that's important too. That's simply a display of your past work. But for the sake of this presentation, I'm not going to focus on portfolio because it's a bit of a big topic, and I can share with you how to do it in another Zoom meeting in more depth. Yeah, so we're going to focus on these 4 pages today. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into the homepage. So obviously the homepage is the very important one. That's like the first page your client sees. I mean, more like prospect sees. So here's usually the structure: the landing page, the about section, the services section, the client testimonial section, display of your work, call to action section, and footer. So this is the skeleton of the homepage. So here's an example of a homepage. Yeah, so that's the landing page, the about page, the services, testimonial, call to action, etc. So obviously it's a bit different, but it's still the same similar structure. So let's quickly go through the landing page. So this is the landing page. I'm gonna quickly zoom in. Yeah, so this is the landing page. So this contains the value statement, technically defines what this business owner do. Like they help businesses define strategies to create meaning and joy in their work and lives. So that's it technically summarizes what exactly that business is about. So if you look at my one, let me quickly show you my one. Yeah, so when someone goes to your homepage, the header section is the first thing they see. So it's very important that the visitor from the start know exactly what you do. So as you can see here, we launch conversion-focused websites for small businesses who are in the hunt for impact. So as you can see here, I clearly defined what I do, which is conversion-focused websites. And the who is it for? It's for small businesses. And for small businesses who are in the hunt for impact. So impact-driven businesses. Yeah. So normally it has a navigation, the value statement, and the call to action. So whatever that is, which is to schedule a call or to complete an inquiry form. Okay, back to the presentation. Yeah, so that's the landing page. And let's go back to another slide. Okay, so we covered that. Landing page, very simple. You don't need to have too much stuff. Just less is better, but obviously what you put in the header page, it needs to have a purpose. Yeah. Okay, so after that is the about section. So it's very short and sweet. It won't replace a about me page. It's just a summary so that while the clients on the homepage, they know exactly about your business and what you guys are about, your values, etc. So it's very brief. So if you look here in this website, it's a picture of the business owner and a bit of a summary of her about her business. Yeah. This website is currently in a revamp, so some pages, some sections are missing, but yeah, normally there should be about page, usually for a website. But anyway, yeah, so about me section done. Now the next section is services. So this is simply just an overview of what this business does. So like here, if you look through here, so key services, then 3 main services display. And if they want to learn more, they have this button which says learn more. Yeah. So as you can see, it's very brief. That's the purpose of a homepage. You can't, like, if they want to learn more, they have the option to by going on to their respective pages. Yeah, so it's very brief. The homepage just is there to just give a glimpse of what the business is about. And if they want to learn more, they have dedicated pages. And so that's key services. And then the next section is testimonial or case study. So for these clients, I did this website too. We just put some reviews here, testimonials, and some images here to increase. So that's 10 samples of work. So yeah, so photos, the display of work. So obviously she displayed samples of her work. So the worksheet, the workshop she has run, like her Zoom meetings, her like another photo of her workshops. So as you can see, by including this, it just increases trust in you. Like you could tell that she's like a real business owner. So another review here, and here's the call to action. This is technically, I mean, because I'm revamping it, I wouldn't put the newsletter here. I would only just put one call to action. So it's very clear what the client needs to do in order to work with you. Yeah, so something as simple as this, like when will you make your life more meaningful? Get started. Like as you can see, this is direct, like it's technically it's funnel. It's technically like letting the client go through a process in order to work with you. So this is the end of the funnel, which is the call to action. Yeah. Yeah, so that's telling the about page, and then the footer is technically this part, which displays like the copyright infringements, like some like the navigation, the logo, some contact details, and social media icons. Yeah. So well, like I'm not sure if I told you before, but in the header page, I don't recommend putting the social media icons because you don't want, like once the client comes to the website, their focus shouldn't go to your social media. It should be to explore the rest of the website. So I recommend to put this in the footer, not in the header. Yeah, so yeah, it's all about trying to like you try to retain the attention span throughout the page. So you want to try to remove any distractions. And normally the social media, having icons there kind of it puts them into like a rabbit hole. So yeah, so it's best to put it on the bottom if they're really interested in seeing your social media, like here. But yeah, so that's the homepage, short and sweet. It's just an overview. So that's just the skeleton. I mean, with this sample here that I showed, obviously the structure is not exactly the same order, but what matters is that you contain at least like these sections in any order that fits your business. Yeah. So yeah, so that's for the homepage. Now for the about page. Okay, so it's not like if you look at my website, it doesn't have about page yet because like okay, so I've been in business since 2018 and I've evolved a lot. The business has evolved. Before I offer a lot of services, it's been crazy. And then like I think last year that's when I actually started to niche down and just focus on like one service, which is website design. I also do branding, but that it's not them. It's not my main service. Website design is the main thing I do. So because of that, I couldn't really write about me page because I was constantly changing things. So I think this is probably the year I will be able to write an about page. And I think it's very important because the about page, that's like a personal touch. Like it showcases the person behind the business. It's very important because reality is people follow people. Yeah, so it's very important to include about page. So here's a usual structure. Obviously about the business, when the business started, what are your company values, like what's your mission, etc. So generally introduce the business, what you guys offer, etc. Like what kind of clients you work with, that kind of thing. Very basic. It doesn't need to be like what one page long, but like decent enough like content. Next thing is obviously about the founder or team. So like, for example, if you a solopreneur, it's only you in the business, maybe you can put a picture of yourself, just introduce your business story. Maybe, yeah, that's all you can do. But if you have a team, maybe images of your team members would be great, like this one. Yeah, so there's an image of um, the family behind the business. Yeah, so something like that. So it gives like a personal touch. It's not just like the last thing you want to do is to look like a robotic business. Like there's no emotion, there's no people. Like people don't like that. So it's good to include personal images, but obviously at the same time keep it professional. Yeah. So like include images of the team. That'll be nice to have. And some fun facts. I think fun facts is very important because like like there's so much businesses that sound or look the same, and for you to really stand out you need to like be obviously unique, and having fun facts, like I don't know, um like for example, I wear a t-shirt upside down and like that's on the website, and then normally people remember the most bizarre things, and that client probably associates, oh, this is a business that has wears their t-shirt upside down. Like some, I mean that's probably not a good example, but like something like that, like something that's interesting that they remember you because of one tiny detail. So yeah, so just be I know, like just be yourself simply, and just include random facts about you, about the business. Like for example, we drink coffee every week. I don't know, something like that, something that makes you unique. So the about me section, like the website, the web page should really be personal, but not too much, obviously. Like not like you shouldn't talk about, oh, this is the color of underwear I wear. Like that's not a personal level I'm talking about. Like something that's professional, but also just give like a personal touch, like a more humanistic touch. Yeah. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, so that's fun facts. And the next one is photos. So like here, there's an image of the family who runs this business, something like that. Like just a photo of you. Like I've seen actually several company websites that just they there's no image of the people who run it. And for like in terms of credibility wise, it's just not like people might think that you are a scam simply because and I actually have seen websites where it was a scam website and there's no image of the actually they actually put stock image of people, but yeah, so you have to be very careful. Yeah, make sure you put photos that represent business, professional ones. Like you could even actually take a professional like photo shoots and just try to add like the like the purpose of photos is to simply to just increase trust in you and the business. Yeah. So they definitely really help. Like if you look at my one, um, it's the image of me. Yeah, so that really helps. It's not just random stock photo, it's like there's actually a person behind it. So yeah, I mean, I don't like that photo, but because it's a professional, I might as well just use it. Okay. Yeah, so that and so after that, like obviously put a call to action section. So normally, so after having information, this is normally the call to action. I mean, this is a bit too crowded, but normally this is one. So schedule a free consultation. So if you look at here, where is it? Like, so this is a call to action. When will you make life more meaningful? As example, yeah. So make sure you have. So once people like know about your business, the next step is to okay, make an inquiry today, something like that, like whatever that you want them the client to do. Is it to schedule a call, write it like complete an inquiry form, whatever, or like phone you, etc. Whatever that best suits you. Yeah. And yeah, like I said before, make sure you share your business story. I think that people remember stories like I'm not sure if you're familiar, but like the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes, I brought that especially after I learned about their story. So storytelling really works. So that's why I totally recommend you guys to include your honest business story. And yeah, people really do follow people. And yeah, I think it's really powerful. Yeah. Okay, so that's about page. Here's obviously example. And moving on. Okay, so this is the third page, services. So there's two ways you can do this, the service page. Like if you offer multiple services, the first option is to list all the services in one page, like this client, or you can have a separate page for each service. So for you to list services in one page, ideally you should do that if there's not much information by each service, like very limited like information. But if you have like each services requires a lot of information, you probably need to put in a separate page, because the last thing you want is to like have a very cramped, like content heavy page. Like people's attention span is really bad. So just be short and sweet and to the point. So that's very important. Yeah, so there's two ways that you can do it. Yeah, so this client, um like we did the websites, like here's the three services, and then like obviously testimonial, frequently asked questions, and call to action. Yeah, so it's very there's not much meat in this one, as she's relatively new. So but normally you would have more information than that. Yeah, so this is just a skeleton. So once you know what to put, it's going to be easy to write content for each section. Yeah, so here's structure. So service one, relevant testimonial. So service one, that's where you information about the service. Like if it's website design, you talk about website design, how you do website design, the like what kind of packages you offer, um, the design process, that sort of thing. And then is the relevant testimonial. So obviously, testimonial that, like for example, if you have a previous website design client, you should put a testimonial for that. And then, so this structure is ideal for people who want services in one page like this. Yeah, so you can repeat the same thing for the next two services you plan to offer. And then after that, samples of your work. So like here, it's like that's technically samples of her work. Here. So her workshops and conferences she has done. And then frequently asked questions, very important. So this is where you talk about, for example, for here, she asked questions like, how do you work with Vivian? What is your refund policy? How long will you store client files before removing them? How do payments work? That sort of thing. So questions that your clients may ask or interested in knowing. So that's frequently asked questions, and the CTA. So technically, what do you want your customers to do after they read up information about your business? Is it inquiry form or a scheduled call? Like, I think two is probably good. So they have an option to do, because not everyone's interested in getting called. They probably don't have time. Yeah, so having inquiry form options is good too. And yeah, so like I said before, making short and sweet. You don't want it to be too content heavy. Okay, I think I've been rambling a bit too much. Let me check if anyone's here. Okay. Nope. Okay, Norris. I'm gonna. Okay, moving on. Okay, so this is the last page, guys. So call to action. It's not really a page, but it's technically, I mean, it is technically a page. But yeah, so call to action is technically, so like, I'm not sure if I explained to you before properly, but call to action is technically something that you want your client to take action on. So if that's like inquiry form, like book a call, that sort of thing. Yeah. So yeah, this is technically a link to an inquiry form or a call booking system. Yeah. So here's an example. So there's an inquiry form. This can be within the website, or you can have it obviously like an external inquiry form, like I don't know, HubSpot, like other kind of CRM system. So yeah, you could. So this is the call to action, schedule call. So it's normally usually there. So it's like people know exactly what to do. Yeah. So that's the type of call to action, inquiry form, and the last one is um, like a call booking system. So Calendly. Yeah. Let me actually share with you my Calendly link while we are at it. Oops, it's wrong. Okay, so some people like to ensure you filter out the like non-serious people, make sure you have like questions like this. So name, email. Most people just have name and email, which is not enough. You want to filter them out. The last thing you want to do is find out that while when you're on the call that the prospect is not qualified. Like I've done that many times, so please don't do that. Yeah. So make sure you get their name, email, ask them about their business, what the industry they work at, ask them what they need help with, like ask them for a URL for their website or social media, so you can look through it and do a bit of a research, and then ask what services they are interested in, and then how much they're willing to invest. And this is very important. I did this recently because there's actually several instances where someone booked a call and they never turned up. They completely wasted my time. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you do that. Like if you're 10 minutes late to the call, you need to reschedule the call to for another day and time. If you're not interested in joining my call, it'll be courteous to cancel the call and let me know. Yeah, so this is how you create boundaries and just by for like let others no technically tell others how they should respect you. Because if you don't create the standard, this is gonna misuse your time and just waste your time. Yeah, so make sure that this is for serious people. So this is technically a filtering system that is gonna really help you with getting qualified leads. But yeah, that's technically that's okay. Yeah, so that's technically call to action pages, guys. And yeah, that's literally, guys. I don't know how much time how long it took. Let's see. Oh, 28 minutes. Okay. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's the end of this short class. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.